Hi guys, it's Shauna. Uh, Shocking, right? um, Realized I don't have my headphones in. Okay, hi guys. Sorry about that. Totally forgot to put my headphones in. So today I don't really have an agenda, so I'm just looking to pull some cards and just do some fun stuff with you guys. I'm not sure we'll be here a whole hour. Just depends on how much we do. So I hope that things go smoothly today. And I see everybody's comments and all of that kind of stuff. Lately, it's been a little weird. So if you're here, please say hi or what have you. If you want a card pull, please say so. If you have a specific question you might want answered, let me know. I'll do my best. So you know what I'll do? I'll go ahead and pull a card for today. That'll get us kind of started. I'm also going to pull this up on my phone because if, excuse me, if this doesn't work and I can't see people's presence, then, which it seems it may not be, then I can see it on my phone. So let's figure out how to get to that. You would think I would have this down, but I really don't. I'm a little technology challenged at times. Seeming to have a hard time even loading on my phone. Is there anybody there that can just say hi, I'm here, or anything, just in case? I see what was happening yesterday, which is I see people popping on and off. Hi, Amber. How are you today? Just doing just card pulls and question answering and that kind of thing. So if you would like a card read or you have something specific that you want to address, let me know. I'm also probably going to channel some energy depending on how things go. Oh, good. I can see your comments on my computer. So, Miss Old School here likes that much better than having to try to pay attention to the phone. So, I'm going to go ahead and do what I was going to do, which is pull a card for today. My Amber popped up. I got distracted. Yeah, shiny kind of thing. We're going to use the Keepers of the Light. So today's card, let's pull a card for today. And relationship or work? Okay, we'll do that right after we do today's card. So. I'm just easily distracted. It kind of comes with the territory. I don't know if you've ever really noticed that, people who are using their gifts and really tuning into the other worlds, we tend to be, I don't really want to use the word flaky because that's really not accurate, but we tend to be easily distracted or, what have you. So Horus, Cosmic Gateway is today's card. That's interesting. Horus, Cosmic Gateway. Good card. So again, this is a card for just today, okay? Not for anyone in particular, just for every one of us. Thought I didn't have my glasses. I was going to be in trouble. Hi, Michelle. I see you. So I've just pulled a card for today, and it's Horus, Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. The actual message for this card is you're connected to the universe and have the ability to manifest miraculous experiences. Your thoughts, words, and actions are like magnets, drawing the energy that creates and cultivates your world. You have a stellar gateway chakra above your head, a vortex of energy that is influenced by your own energy. You can place ideas into this vortex to create what you are seeking. The universe also offers you guidance, abundance, support, and healing based on your capacity to connect to it and accept it. You have a real opportunity to further that connection now by sending prayers and intentions out into the cosmos. So, basically, it's just kind of a summary of what's been going on. We're really going through a worldwide awakening and a change. So, you can manifest with your mind. Just put it out there. Stay positive and clear. Hi, Michelle. Did you want a card while you're here, Michelle? I'm going to pull for Amber first real quick, and she wanted something relationship or work. Relationship, work. Let's see. I think they're going to go for work. Masters. And we're going to use the Ascended Masters. The Ascended Masters cards. Okay. So this is for Amber. Let it go. Kuan Yin. Let it go. It's definitely about work, okay? And part of this could apply to relationships. So let's read what this card is clearly about. Because I don't get a clear no, it's not about relationships. So that means it could have some effect in there. So we're going to read it and see. I'll eventually find it. Nope, I skipped it. It's stuck together with another page. Where is it? The right book. That's really helpful. I'm like, these just don't look right. What's going on? Mm-hmm. Oh, gosh. Today started out this way. I had a 9 o'clock appointment to be online with somebody, and I woke up at 8:30. Unheard of, right? I never sleep like that. Okay, so Kuan Yin. It's time to stop struggling, pushing, or forcing things to happen. Such actions push against the universal flow and lead to frustrations and blocks. When you let the situation go to spirit, you automatically open supportive doors that will bring solutions and an outcome exceeding your expectations. Let go of struggle, anger, unforgiveness, or anything else undesirable. Trust that the universe is on your side. And honestly, especially when it comes to work, sometimes we're pushing for something that really isn't in the best alignment for our souls. And we, in our minds feel that it is. So we start pushing. And maybe it is, maybe it's just not the right timing. So pushing isn't helping, right? So you want to kind of step back and kind of try to get into more of a flow with what's happening, and a flow with what you want in your thought process, and kind of approach it from that standpoint. And that could go for work or relationship, honestly. It's kind of just good advice for just about anything you're doing. Is really just try to flow with it. If it's a struggle and you're pushing and pushing and pushing and just nothing is happening, the universe is telling you something. It's telling you this isn't right or this isn't the right time. Relax, pull back, let go of desperation. Any form of desperation will just halt everything. So hand it over, trust, and just keep moving forward the way that you normally would, okay? I'm going to read a little bit further. Additional meanings for the card is let go of an argument, judgments, or a long-term hurt. Have compassion for everyone involved in the situation, including yourself. Be gentle with yourself and forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done. So Kuan Yin is the beloved Buddhist goddess of compassion, whose name means she who hears all prayers. At her immortal death, Kuan Yin was eligible for Buddhahood, yet she decided to stay close to earth and help all humans until everyone became enlightened. You can call upon Kuan Yin for help with forgiveness and compassion and to have your needs met in gentle, loving ways. So, as you're trying to do the step back, right, and as you're trying to just let things flow in the way that they seem to need to, and you're stopping the fighting, call Kuan Yin in and ask for support, along with all your other guides that you have, because they're supporting us. Believe it or not, sometimes we feel left alone, but we're never alone. Never. Okay, so Amber, that's what I got for you. And I get the feeling you know exactly how to apply all of that. But if you have any more questions or anything, let me know, okay? So I'll go ahead and pull one for Michelle. If there's anybody else here that would like a card or have a specific, you're welcome, Amber, question or topic or, what have you, just let me know. I'd love to pull one for you too. And Michelle, we're going to use the same Ascended Master cards. Okay. Michelle. Okay, Michelle, yours is Go Now, Serapis Bay. So that's a pretty powerful looking card there. Yes, Amber, I do believe it could. Honestly, I'll tell you that what I was just talking about can apply in every aspect of your life. And honestly, when you get to that space where you can kind of be like, okay, wait, this isn't working well. Maybe I just need to let this sit for a while longer. Okay, I'm just going to keep in my heart that this is what I would like to see happen. And I'm going to wait it out, and wait for those right timings. You can apply that to any and every aspect of your life. And when you do, it brings you an awful lot of peace. You stop judging yourself for not achieving what you think you should be achieving, right? Or not experiencing what you think you should be experiencing, and you start to see it for what it really is, and it helps you to heal different aspects as well. So, yes, honestly, just apply it to as many things as you could possibly apply it to, and it will be a good thing. It takes practice though, and it takes you continuing to be compassionate with yourself when you don't apply it that way, and you find yourself frustrated and pushing and angry or whatever. So remember, oh, that's right. I'm practicing a new way of seeing this. Okay, that's okay. It's okay that I did that because it takes a while to be able to have, practice that of doing something differently. Okay, be sure you're doing that. Sorry, Michelle. Okay, so Go Now, Serapis Bay is Michelle's. It's right there. Okay, it's time for you to go, either away from a toxic situation or towards something desirable. This card signals that it's the right time to make your move. The conditions are ripe and perfect, and the universe is poised to support your move. Additional meanings for the card are quit your job, leave a toxic relationship, move to a new location, start a new project without delay, take a vacation, and no more excuses, just do it. So Serapis Bay, and I could be saying that totally wrong, but that's how it's spelled, is an Egyptian god of ascension and a bridge between heaven and earth. He's the ultimate life coach who motivates people to take good care of themselves physically, spiritually, and emotionally. Call upon Serapis Bay whenever you need additional energy and motivation to take action. So, you may have something going on with a relationship. For some reason, I got a hit on that. So, if you need any help or guidance in that, let me know. But basically, whatever it is you've been thinking is just, you don't know what to do or how to do it, now's the time. And as you do it, what you need and who you need is going to come forward for you. Or you're going to come forward for you, and you're going to realize you don't need as much from others as you have maybe thought that you needed. So, if you need any more, let me know. Okay, so I hope that hits for you. I have a feeling it does. Is there anyone else here that might like a card pull or a reading, or or have a specific topic that they might, want some advice on, or, even just a question to ask about maybe what we talked about yesterday. I talked yesterday about empaths and some really basic tools. We could even practice some of those if someone here is wanting to do that. Yeah. So let me know. Maybe now's a good time to just channel a little bit of energy. We can see if any more people come in. If anybody else wants readings, then I can come back to the card readings as well. Would you guys like that? Would you like me to just send out some energy for a little while? Oh, loss of time. I did share a couple of posts about this today. Honestly, I have found that, and from what I understand, the way things are set up is basically our souls are living in different timelines. Like there's different timelines running simultaneously that we're in. What seems to be happening at this point, and what everybody is explaining, people who have the in on this kind of thing, because we all have our own thing, is that I will have time, Dawn. Yes, I will. Hi, Stacey. Welcome. So what I'm please forgive me because I have a really hard time with words at times. So bear with me. But what I'm understanding is that timelines, those different timelines that are kind of running simultaneously, those are coming together. So when that's happening, and this is funny, when my friend Wendy, you guys met her on the first day, when we're together, there's something about her energy and some of what she's here to do has to do with bringing those timelines together. And those timelines are coming together, collapsing, right? So there's less and less of those timelines. When that's happening, like I get together with Wendy and I swear we lose at least 2 hours. It's the funniest thing. And it doesn't feel anywhere near 2 to 4 hours. It feels like you've been talking for an hour maybe, or I've also had some experiences where, I look at the clock and it's like noon, right? And a few minutes later, and I swear it's a few minutes later, I look at it and it's after 1, like time just seems to be kind of jumping and skipping. And from what I understand, that's because those timelines are coming together. So we are also, things for me have been happening. Like I have these dreams and they seem like memories. They are so familiar to me and they seem like a memory. But they're not anything that has happened in this life. And they're not a normal dream. And it's evident that they're not normal. And you wake up going, that's really strange. I know I've never driven a race car. I mean, I've raced around the freeway. I was born in Southern California. That's what we did. But, I've not had this experience, but boy, it felt like I had. And I, talked to other people about it and they're like, oh yeah, no, I get that that's another timeline that you were running in, right? And that just collapsed during your sleep. So you received like some memory or whatever from it. So there was some kind of memory that just came through with it. So think about this, we've got all of these different us's and they're all just coming together. So there have been times that, and I know some of this sounds really out there, but I'm pretty sure most of you have had these kinds of experiences and you just thought, gosh, that was weird, and just dismissed them. Because I am constantly trying to grow and change and understand things, I notice them. And I've had instances where my dogs were acting really strangely, and I was like, gosh, something feels really weird. And then I've, inquired with other spiritual psychic people, and they've been like, well, another part of you was there. Like another you from another timeline that was collapsing was coming together with you at that time. So the animals see this happening, and it's very confusing. My dog's super sensitive. I don't know about any of you, but when there's an energy here or something here, the first day you guys heard them barking, things happen and they just start go crazy. Hi, Linda. Welcome. So those are things that are happening, right? All of this is happening. We can't see it happening. We have weird senses. We have weird things happen. We have time skip a little, and we just think, well, I guess we weren't paying attention. Wonder what I was doing, right? What was I doing that I didn't notice 2 hours went by? It's just happening. It's coming together. We're waking up. The earth is changing. The energies here are changing. Oh my gosh, more and more of us are having these experiences, and we can't ignore them, right? We're getting to where we're like, huh. And there's more and more of us doing this kind of thing where we can go live and talk about it. We can't always talk to our family. We can't always talk to our neighbors about what we're seeing, because they may not be experiencing exactly the same, or they may not be open, right? They may not be open to it. They may just rather things stay the same. So that's I don't know. Does that help explain what I was trying to say? And I've shared a few posts, and Tiffany Styles, she puts out some great stuff. Just really amazing meditation yesterday that she had put out on one of her posts. So I really suggest her as well. And I did see Wendy say hi. Hi, Wendy. So everybody seems to be coming in now. So does that explain what we were looking to explain? Is there any other things that maybe I kind of hit on a little bit, but not really, got into? Because, I've been doing this for 5 years, and I have a hard time even deciding what is it you guys need to know, right? Because it's been going on for me for so long, and it just gets to be a habit of learning from it and trying to understand it, and reaching out to those who I know can understand it in a different way than I do, so I can get their perspectives. So I know I have a ton of stuff I'm sure that I could share with you. And that's kind of the idea of this too, is to kind of get to where we're sharing more information, and I'm able to answer some questions or share things with you that my guides guide me to do. Today they just said, no, you just need to be there. So I figure that means whatever's supposed to come will. There was, I think, somebody I was supposed to pull a card for. Dawn. It was Dawn, right? If I missed anyone else, please let me know. But if anybody needs a card, let me know. Since more people have come on, and I do have more card reads, we'll continue with this for a few more minutes. But I will be doing some energy channeling as well. And you can always access that. So I'm also putting these up on my YouTube. So there's should be links in on the page. Today I've noticed I'm feeling kind of hyper, and that would be because I was rushing most of the day, waking up at 8:30, supposed to meet somebody at 9. I had to kind of try to be presentable and in a very quick period of time. She ended up not showing, which was probably a good thing. It wasn't the right timing for her. She ended up getting sick in the middle of the night, so I feel really bad for her. But and then I was rushing around just before the show. When I rush around, I get hyper like this. Can't stay on subject. I tend to breathe really heavy. It's so funny. So I'm going to take a second. Let's just kind of ground. And if you'd like, I can just kind of help you all be grounded as well. So I'm just going to take a second here. hopefully this will help me just kind of slow down so we can have a little more enjoyable time rather than a rushed time. Oh, okay, so Dawn, we're going to pull for you first, and then Linda, I'll pull for you as well. And Dawn, I believe we're going to use the Messenger Oracle cards today for you. Oh, and let me show you, just so you know, this is the guidebook. This is what the box looks like as well. So the Messenger Oracle, and this is by Raven Felon. You guys have seen me use this a lot if you follow my weekly card readings. Absolutely love these cards. Oh, and a couple of them came right out for you, Dawn. That one's yours. Let's see. Okay, so Dawn, you got 3 cards. First one, embrace the feminine. All right, so embrace the feminine. And I know, it's kind of a confusing time right now where we're trying to figure out how we be feminine and strong all at the same time. And all of that's going to be ironing out, but we have to take these messages as they come, really embrace your feminine side. The next one was, you were born to create, and I'll read all of these too. This one is a really strong message for you. You were born to create. And yes, Stacey, I'll go for you too. So look at that card, see what you get off of that. I like to show the cards, and I think that you can intuit a little bit yourself, and it's a good exercise to try, right? To see if you understand what it means, and likely you do. This one is, see the signs. See the signs. That's a pretty card. All right, so let's look at these. Oh, what do I do with the book? Yeah, I had it. Oh, I put the cards on top of it. Oh my gosh. See, this is just going to be the way I am today. Just going to be the way I am. Number 10. So if you follow numbers as well, you can look up number 10. Embrace the feminine within ourselves. Embrace the feminine. Take a pause. See, I'm so hyper. Within ourselves, there are 2 aspects of our nature, the feminine and the masculine. Here in the present, you need to embrace the feminine aspect of your nature and let it guide your steps. Now is a time to be nurturing, creative, and to connect with nature, home, and heart. Listen to your intuition and emotions. Be receptive and compassionate. But remember, whilst you allow your feminine self to be dominant, you need to temper your gentleness with a fire that denies all meekness. So there's a balance in there. And it's interesting, you were born to create is the second card. So I think this has to do with your creative side, clearly. And that's one of the messages in this card. But be strong, but be loving, which is really kind of the goal right now, is for everyone to be living through their heart instead of our minds, because we've been really mind-based for a really long time. All right, let's look at the second one, which is number 50, you were born to create. So number 50, oops. You were born to create. You are blessed with the ability to create with thought, intention, action, and emotion. Be conscious of your power and aware of what your actions and reactions create within and around you. Cherish this gift and use it in both a wise and productive manner. Create beauty and inspire a desire within others to do the same. Create a future that both fulfills and delights. Do what you were born to do. I don't know what you do, Dawn, but if you're not creating, now's the time to be doing so. If you are creating, I have a hard time with these things. If you are creating, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. If you're not, look at what brings you passion. It could be writing, it could be making jewelry, it could be crafts, it could be, who knows, it could be just a gamut of anything and everything. right? So look for what brings you passion in that area of creating. And see the signs, which is number 38. Okay, see the signs. This is a pretty clear message. It's interesting. We are often sent small signs in the form of synchronicities and coincidences. Be watchful. Do not overlook them in the everyday rush of life. Words, numbers, and symbols that repeat, animals and birds that appear on your path, people who come in and out of your life at odd or similar moments. And those flashes of knowing when you believe something will happen with every fiber of your being. These are all things you're meant to see and hear. Messages from Gaia and Great Spirit, sent to aid your journey. You're not creative at all, Dawn? Well, it's time for you to find that. You might be surprised. I know I was, because I was guided to create jewelry at one point. And I thought, I don't have a creative bone in my body. Are you kidding me? And so I was like, all right, I'll give it a try. I'll just try to have some fun with it, right? And it was fun. It really brought me joy. And it also enabled me to infuse it with that angelic energy and bring that into people's lives. So you might be surprised if there's anything that you think you would like to mess with, you would like to just, and I'm not saying you have to make something and sell it. You just need to get creative. You need to open that part of you. So if you're anything, bye Michelle, thank you for coming, honey. If you're anything like I was, you're like, I can't even draw a stick figure. I don't know how to do that, just start opening to the idea. And it could just be making little figures from clay, right? It could be coloring. That's one of the ways I started too, trying to open up that creativity, was getting a coloring book. You don't have to buy those expensive ones. You could buy a kid's coloring book if you want, right? Bring out that kid side of you, because the kid side of us is what is actually creative, right? It's that child side. And if you grew up not really being too much of a kid, you didn't use that creative side. And I remember early on in my years, I liked coloring and I liked drawing and stuff like that. I wouldn't say I was good at it, but I did enjoy it. But then as life went on, things got harder and all of that went away and it became survival. So if you realize you've been kind of in survival mode most of your life for one reason or another, you've blocked out the child, and it's time to let that child back in, Dawn. And you are getting signs. So yeah, Dawn says, so crazy. I was thinking of a loved one today and looked at the clock and it was 11:11. Have you looked up the numbers? I don't have my book in here. I have an angel number book, but I say go to Google and type in meaning of 11:11. I like Joanne Scribe's site. So when you Google, usually she'll come up as one of the options for you to go to a site to read about it. I would suggest hers. She's very thorough. You don't have to read every inch of it, but you kind of skim through, and the parts that really apply to you, they're going to stand out to you. So I suggest you do that too, Dawn. So try hard, honey. I know it's a challenge if you're not naturally, you're not normally creative. You're naturally creative, just not normally creative. So I know it can be a challenge to get that started. Okay, and I know that I should have written people's names down. I think Linda and Stacy. Okay, so excuse me. Linda. I'm just going to be Ascended Masters. Linda, I want to talk to you. So this is the deck. Oh, colors changed. Oh, color changed back. Okay. Let's see. What do we have to say to Linda today? Oh. Okay. Linda, your card is you are seeing the situation accurately, Horus. You're seeing the situation accurately. And there's your card. And let's see what it means other than what it's saying, because that seems pretty clear. You are seeing this situation accurately. Okay, so Horus is also part of this, so I'll read that as well. Trust your feelings about the situation because they are accurate and valid. Let go of self-doubt. Even in the face of others' opinions, your spiritual sensitivity has helped you see the truth. Although it may be easier to go along with the crowd or to shrink into apathy, you're called upon to take decisive action. You already know what to do, even if people aren't supporting you. Know that spirit is. Other people will soon come around to your point of view. In the meantime, assume a leadership role. Linda. So the additional meanings for this card. Trust your intuition and gut feelings. Ignore critics, naysayers, or skeptics. Avoid situations or relationships that don't feel right to you. Only you know what is correct for you. And I just want to say, sometimes we make friends or we have a connection that for a while really feels right? And that's because we're meant to learn something from them. That doesn't mean that they're meant to stay there forever. So sometimes we have these connections and we really pull into it and we're fully present with it. And then all of a sudden it just doesn't feel like it's in alignment anymore. And when that happens, it's because it's just not in alignment anymore. And it's okay to just step away. Doesn't mean you have to never speak to this person or whatever again. But it just means it doesn't have to be a main focus for you anymore, right? So be okay with that if that's happening for you as well. Okay, so let's read about Horus. Horus is the Egyptian falcon-headed sky and sun god whose parents were Osiris and Isis. He was conceived after his mother brought his father back from the dead with the help of the sun god Ra. One of Horus's eyes was injured during a battle of revenge for his father's death. This is why Horus is represented with one large and clear-seeing eye. You can call upon Horus for help with spiritual or physical sight, including insight into the truth about situations. So if you're wanting to increase the spiritual sight, that stuck with me because that's something that I want to do. So I feel like this was a little for me too. Yeah. So Linda, you know what you're doing. Have faith in yourself and your instincts. Okay. And it's so good to see you here. I met Linda the first fair that I did with Healing Pathwalkers, our first Healing Pathwalkers fair. Oh wait, no. I met you before that, didn't I? I met you at Just Jones studio in McMinnville. That's right. She's amazing. She's just a wonderful lady. I love you, Linda. I miss getting to see you guys. Anyway, Stacy is next. Energy Oracle. Yeah, we're going to do Energy Oracle for Stacy. Those are the ones that want to speak to you. And these are some of my favorite cards. And for a long time, I used them almost exclusively. So, Energy Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor. The hawk is your spirit. Yes, that's great. So call on Horus. Horus can be helpful for you. Absolutely, Linda. All right, Stacy. Stacy's turn. If anybody else is here that wants a card or doesn't have one, let me know. Okay. These did not want to go in. So these would be Stacy's cards. Okay. Okay, Stacy, your first card is number 1, the Sun from the Energy Oracle. the sun. And the second one is anxiety. Anxiety. So, putting the two together, go out into the sun, it might help you with your anxiety. But let's read the book and see what else we into it, because it feels like you have some you definitely have some powerful presence here. So we'll see if we get any other info as well. Let's look at number 1, the sun. And these both were upright, so new beginnings and great creativity is the sun. The sun brings blessings to the earth, and this card portends blessings in your own life as well. Just as the sun nurtures the earth, bringing new life in the spring and summer, this is your time for a new beginning, the onset of a nurturing new light in your life, the light of divine inspiration and personal growth. This card often marks a time of great creativity, bringing the culmination of an important new project, such as the birth of a baby, or the writing or publication of a book, or even the birth of a new you. Now is the time to put your energy into expressing your truth and vision. Visualize the light of divine love pouring into your heart and mind like the rays of the sun, bringing inspiration, growth, and abundant blessings. See the future you want to create, and know the sun is shining on your intentions now. Yeah, it feels like lots of stuff are shifting. Lots of shifting for you. I'm not sure if you're aware of it yet, but there's a lot of stuff going on. Number 18. Let's look at that one as well, since these both came up. See how to correlate with each other. Worry or distress. The woman on this card is filled with anxiety. Worrying about something that causes her a great deal of discomfort. Receiving this card upright may indicate that you're experiencing a time of increasing stress, perhaps even a situation that you find yourself brooding about much of the time. However, if you'll notice the scene outside the window, the storm is distant and perhaps even moving away. Whatever is going on, this card is telling you to release the worry and let yourself relax. Brooding and fretting will never solve things. So trust in yourself and your process. When you live with a relaxed heart and mind, you're far more likely to receive the solutions that you seek. It's interesting that the sun card came up with this, and then it was talking about how the storm is kind of far out there. So that makes me feel like you're perceiving, maybe your perception of something is in the negative light, where you could really try to see it in a different light. You could see that maybe what's happening, even though it doesn't feel good, or that you were worried about it, is really coming together beautifully. So if there's something happening that you're worrying or holding fear over the outcome, try to step back, try to relax, and tell yourself, I am being divinely guided in all ways, and I need to trust that this is all coming together the way it's supposed to. Okay? And that what may feel bad now in the near future may look like, oh, that made sense, right? Thank goodness that didn't happen, even though I was trying to make it happen, or, whatever it is. However that applies. And I feel like the worrying that you've been doing, and maybe you just worry about a lot. I was like that too. What we have to realize is in this time, right now, more than ever, if we are holding a negative thought, a negative vibration like fear, we're thinking about it more than we're thinking about a good outcome. The more energy you give to the negative, the more you're moving towards the negative. So if you can try to see things in a little bit more positive light, releasing that worry and knowing it's going to be fine. You're going to be taken care of. It's going to be fine. It may not be easy, but it's going to be fine. And try to release that worry. That would really help you a lot. So that's all I'm really getting on that. But does that make sense to you? I hope that makes sense to you, Stacey. Yeah, that's just all I'm getting. So I'm really hoping that is helpful for you and everyone else. Yeah, and honestly, even though we're pulling these cards specifically for people, if you resonate with any of these messages, likely it's for you too. So just know that if you're thinking, oh, that part of that makes sense. Oh, do I do that? I do that. You know, that if it's coming to you in that way, that's also a piece for you. Okay, we can all learn from these messages. I really have to keep an eye on the worry thing as well. And I have noticed if I get into that worry or the desperation mode, I bring to me exactly what I'm afraid is going to happen. So it can be very frustrating. But I think you can handle it, Stacey. I think you got it. Just okay. So is there anyone else I missed? I don't think I missed anyone, but I am thinking maybe it's time. We're 46 minutes in, so maybe it's time to do some energy channeling. Unless somebody else has a question or needs a further clarification on anything. Oh, Linda. Thank you, honey. Just saw your comment. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bring in some energy for all of us. I channel angelic healing energy. So the energy is very pure and loving and healing in a lot of ways. You know, it helps to clear out stuck emotion. It helps to clear out anything we're still holding that we no longer really need to hold, that's not serving us to be holding it any longer. We've learned the lessons from whatever that experience was, and we're still holding some of it. This will help to clear some of that out. If you get emotional, let the emotion flow. Sometimes this energy will bring that up. So it might for someone out there, since that just popped into my head. Yeah, so we're going to... And yesterday when I was doing this, we had what I called a shift change. I was channeling with one angel and energy, and then it was like, boom, popped in another one. It was a different energy. The energy shifted, and I felt it physically. So if you see me be startled, don't be startled. It's just because I'm having new experiences with what I'm doing, because I'm doing it more than I have been doing. So it's growing and changing, and it's wonderful. So, okay, and also if you want to look at more about what I'm about, you can get an idea from my website, which is angelsandmehealing.com. Angelsandmehealing.com. Okay, so let me go ahead and start channeling. I send this light and this love out to each of you to do for you just what you need. Clearing your energy of any energies you picked up from anywhere else. Filling you with love. And really, to receive this energy, all you have to do is be open to it. So sometimes people will feel this energy and other times they don't feel it. So if you're feeling anything, let me know. A lot of people will report tingling, relaxation, peace, love. But if you're feeling anything that you have a question about, let me know. I'll try to. And if you're watching this recorded, then feel free to contact me. Good, Linda. If nothing else, this will just bring a sense of love and wholeness to you. So again, channeling angelic healing energy from you may pop in the middle of it. So this is coming out to you to clear your energy and fill you with love and peace. Spark your own abilities to heal yourselves. Love you, Wendy. Clear. Channeling right now, Claire. All right. I'm getting all done, all clear. Yeah. So I'm hoping that you got to feel some of that. It's pretty cool when you can. It's really very loving, very calming. Um, kind of feel like I should have started the show that way because now I feel calm. I was so kind of hyper through the whole thing. That's so funny. So does anybody have any questions that you want to throw out? We've got about 5 minutes. If not, I'll probably just shut down a little early. Headed over to see my buddy Wendy. Haven't seen her for a while. So we're going to be bringing together some timelines, I'm sure. Yes, so thank you guys. I really appreciate that you were here with me. And I hope to see more of you in the future. I'll be doing this from the takes of it. I'll be doing this every day. I'm really only going to commit to a time, a set time on yes, just a minute, Stacy. I can try. I'm only going to set times on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So my set times, Tuesday at noon, Thursday at 4. I'm not sure. I'm going to try out some different times. So the other days of the week are kind of going to be hit and miss. So you'll just have to watch for me to be advertising. I'll try to be letting people know the day before. So if you're available, you'll know that I'll be doing it. But I need to play with some times and see when's best for more people and everyone. I want to hit different times during the week anyway. I don't want to just set a one time because sometimes people are around at noon, sometimes people are around at 4, sometimes people are around at 5, that kind of thing. So, bye, Linda. Thank you, honey. So Stacy has a question if her family is around her. And I'm going to take a sec here before we close out and kind of focus in on Stacy. And I felt some strong energy around you, Stacy. So it would shock me if there wasn't some family around you. Around her, of course you do. I'm feeling a very strong presence of a male energy. So father, grandfather, great grandfather. Susie, is your father living? If you don't mind me asking. I'm feeling really strongly father, but I'm not 100% positive on that. It's sometimes hard to decipher between. Sometimes it could be an uncle that that was like a father to you, or what have you. So. Okay, so your father has passed. So yeah, okay. My self-doubt. Working on it. So your father is present with you. He's with you now. Spends a lot of time near you. Okay, so I'm getting that he leaves you things, maybe signs. Signs? Signs? Both? Both. Let's see. And understand, I do this mostly through feeling. So we have to communicate with the spirit in feeling. Then I have to try to decipher it. It's the funniest thing, they leave coins and things like that, but I want to say, dimes. Okay, so coins. You know, I have the weirdest thing pop in my head, and maybe you know what this means, but cork, corks. Um, I don't know what that means. That's not something I've had pop in my head before. So if you're, you know, maybe your dad collected corks or something, I'm not sure. I have no idea what that means, so I'm hoping you do. And he's, you know, he's there supporting you, loving you. Is there anything specific that I could pull from this? I feel a lot of happiness and pride. So proud of you. It's an overwhelming feeling of pride, and kind of see him patting you on the back. So whatever you, I I feel like either something you're going through now or something you've been through, and then he's kind of patting you on the back, saying, good job, I'm proud of you. I know this is hard, but I'm proud of you. That's what it feels like to me. Yeah, I'm not sure. Quartz, what does quartz mean? What are you looking for, Stacey? I'm sorry, I have my eyes closed and wasn't paying attention to your comments. If you're comfortable explaining that, that would be great. You use corks for fishing? These are the things I don't know. It's interesting. I don't think it's a specific kind of cork. I don't know. It's interesting. I don't get a positive about wine or fishing. So I do see a cork board. So I don't know if you guys leave messages for each other on a cork board. No. Oh gosh. Oh well, there's some confirmation. Oh, okay, yeah. That's wow. It really excites me that we got something that specific, because brown jug needs a cork. Wow. Wow. Okay, Stacey, let me share with you. This is the first time I have gotten something specific from a spirit, which tells me that I'm finally opening more to better communication, which is quite exciting for me. But wow, Jack needs a cork. God, he loves you. He is with you, and he may help you find a cork. So if you have some strange idea pop in your head, yeah, it could be him. It could be him saying, hey, there's a cork I think that'll fit at this store. So if you get some weird thought, maybe I should stop and look at that store if you're driving down the road, or just something odd pops into your mind like that, and it just pops in, that's him. So go check, because he may help you find a cork for the jug. I love it. Thank you, Stacey. Thank you so much for allowing me to do that for you. Very exciting. Please know he's there, loving you, following you, helping you. Okay, in every aspect. And I'm a big crybaby, so I'm gonna cry for a few minutes. But we're like 5 minutes over. So, Stacey, if you want to talk a little bit more, let me know. Okay. He just wanted you to know he's there. And some of those thoughts that come into your head are him. So he wanted you to know that. And he did a beautiful job by telling you corks. So, all right, you guys, I love you all. I don't even know what to say. I'm pretty excited right now. You all have a beautiful day. I'm sending love to each of you. And know that your loved ones are around you. Know that they're there with you. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Time to be announced. Thank you.